Hey, what's going on guys? This is Chunjiakuma, and today I just wanted to talk to you about my first impressions of Diablo 3, The Reaper of Souls. Now, I did originally play Diablo 3 when it first came out for about 1 to 3 months, but I ended up quitting for multiple reasons. One of the main ones being how boring it was to farm. It was one of those things where you had to go fight 5 different elite packs just to get Nephilim Valor, and then fight a boss to have an opportunity to have a chance at a special item such as a legendary or something along those lines. Unfortunately, back in those days, legendaries were pretty much trash, not to mention there was no smart loot, so half the time the item wasn't even for your class. So it was really sucky, it was not fun, not to mention there was an auction house, and all of that led it to me quitting the game pretty much permanently. Until one of my friends decided to say, hey, you should come back, Reaper of Souls is around, and they have a new ladder system called Seasons, we should try it out. So I did, and I'm very, very glad that I did for, well, these following reasons. Farming became fun once again. It felt very D2-esque with their new systems of rifts and greater rifts. Now, they added adventures, which I actually kind of enjoy. All you have to do is simply go into a game, any of the acts, and go to the exclamation points and do those quests, and you get a loot box. And this loot box generally has at least something useful within it. Now, not only that, but once you do these adventures, you get these rift shards. And once you use these rift shards, you can actually go into kind of like, it felt more of a D2 cow level for a sense. You just go in, murder a whole bunch of things, and then a final boss spawns. And this final boss generally drops something of use. And I'm really happy about this because this alone actually caught my attention and has kept me around since Seasons has come out. I have not gotten bored of rifts, and the greater rifts are a challenge. That's to say the least. So I'm pretty happy with that. Not only that, but legendaries actually are worthwhile. Every single legendary I get is generally for my class or at least an upgrade of some sort. Now, since I have a decent amount of items nowadays, they're not all upgrades anymore, but they're actually useful. So that's very nice for me. Not to mention, like I said, the smart loot of this game is fantastic. I absolutely love it. And there's no more auction house. So when it comes to legendaries dropping, if the player isn't in your party, you can't trade it to them. And you only can trade it for an X amount of time. So if you have a legendary and you decide to log off for a day and come back and your friend wants it, they can no longer have it because it's only about, I think about 4 to 5 hours length for this trading, I guess you could say. It's a pretty interesting aspect. I'm really glad about it, and it makes it a lot more entertaining and more worthwhile to farm and be like, hey, I got these items, and people are like, oh my god, I've been looking for that for hours and months and years. It's amazing. I really like it. It's lots of fun. But not only that, but it feels like money drops a lot more frequently. I was always poor, I'm not gonna lie, in Diablo 3, but because they added something that I did not ever know existed, it must be new. If it's not, let me know. But they have this thing called, it's like a goblin portal. Once you kill a goblin, it opens a portal to their world. It's like a vault. Actually, this video is of that area. And once you kill the boss in this area, it drops a money gem, and it's like called a gem of hoarder or something along these lines. And goblins and people and mobs explode with money. It's amazing. It's freaking awesome. I've never been richer. Not only that, but I am playing the new Crusader class because I had every class maxed out except for the Crusader class back in Diablo 3 because it didn't exist. Now the Crusader class is amazing. I have not had this much fun in a game like Diablo in a long time. There's lots of different options for the specs, lots of different set options. It's lots of fun. Yeah, like I said, I've enjoyed it this much in a while. If you haven't tried the new Crusader class, I highly suggest it. It's very tanky, as well as does some pretty nice DPS from my perspective. I'll actually make a video on my current build in the future. But although all these things are amazing and it's kept me around and I'm very excited to play this game every single day, there's obviously something that's not perfect about it. I mean, some classes are a little too strong and others are a little too weak, but this is a balancing issue. It's not a big deal since, well, every class will never be completely balanced. I mean, it's a Blizzard game after all, am I right? But for real, this game is amazing. If you have not tried it out yet and you only played it back in the original Diablo 3-esque era, I suggest you come back. Try it for at least a couple weeks. See if you like it. I almost promise you're going to enjoy it as much as I have. I did not expect to enjoy it. I expected to play for about a week, be like, okay, that was cool, whatever, and just quit out. But guys, this is definitely an upgrade to the game. It doesn't even feel like the original Diablo 3 anymore. And, well, come try it for yourself. Maybe play with me, and, well, hope to see you around. This is definitely a game I suggest. So that's pretty much all I have for when it comes to Diablo 3, the Reaper of Souls, and the Seasons aspect of this game. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and as always guys, I'll see you next time.